National Geographic presents.
What I'm asking you to do is dangerous. You need to take your time to think it through.
No, I don't. What do I do?
We can't save everyone. But if I don't try, I don't think I'll be able to live with myself.
What are we supposed to do?
Some stood by.
Anything. You have to.
She stood up.
There has to be a line.
Belle Powley is Meep Geese.
There has to be me for this to work.
A Small Light limited series premieres Monday, May 1st at 9. Stream on Hulu and Disney+.
At IKEA, we believe the ultimate summer destination is right outside your door. Whether it's dining, relaxing, or entertaining, we make it easy to better your outdoor space on any budget. Learn more at ikea-usa.com/bettersummer. IKEA, affordable design, endless possibilities.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1735. Why Certain Men Will Never Do Well with Women, and What You Can Learn from Them, by Evan Marc Katz of evanmarckatz.com. Hello, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here on the weekend. I'm Greg Audino, your host of the show, and the guy who narrates all of these great articles for you. Today's is coming from longtime contributor Evan Marc Katz, and he will be offering up an important lesson that can be awfully easy to see in others, yet much more difficult to see in ourselves. So listen close and prepare to introspect today as we optimize your life. Why Certain Men Will Never Do Well with Women, and What You Can Learn from Them, by Evan Marc Katz of evanmarckatz.com. I've got a great story that I want to share with you today. Even though I bill myself as a dating coach for smart, strong, successful women, I still maintain a few male clients. I enjoy working with guys because when they're motivated, they're hardworking and highly coachable. Plus, the men who gravitate towards me are usually nice guys who just need a little bit of an edge to succeed wildly with women. In other words, most of my men are the ones you should be dating in real life. The kind that are open to learning and growth and are willing to spend thousands of dollars to learn how to better connect with women. The guy who called me today is completely different, and I had such an interesting phone call with him that I wanted to share it with you. James tells me that he is 30 years old, living in Seattle, working in IT. He sounds like a bright guy, a little angry perhaps, but I'm used to getting clients who are not too happy with the fact that they're reaching out to a dating coach. James tells me that after focusing on his career for most of his 20s, he's been dating intently for the past year, and it's been terrible. It seems that whenever he goes out with women, they're all so shallow. They never want to take the time to get to know him as a human being. They're all looking for magical chemistry and trying to figure out within 5 minutes whether he is their soulmate. The women he wants ignore him online, don't return his calls after dates, and generally seem to want the perfect man. As a result, James hates dating. Now, between you and me, it doesn't take a dating coach to diagnose what ails James. There isn't a woman in the world who would enjoy going out with a man who believes that all women are fickle and unfair. Still, I sympathized with James on the phone. After all, this is his dating experience. It is real, it's not imagined. And it's normal to feel frustration when you can't solve a problem. I asked James what he thought that I could do for him. He mumbled something about helping him meet women who are different than the women he's been dating. I couldn't hold back any longer. I hate to tell you, my friend, but the problem isn't with all the women in Seattle, and dating coaching isn't telling you where the quality women hang out. After 12 weeks of coaching with me, you know who's going to be the same? Women in Seattle. As such, the only thing we can do is change how you're approaching dating. Does that make sense? James paused for a second, gritted his teeth, and said, I don't want to change very much. The problem isn't with me, it's with them. Women are the problem. I'm asking you to help me find better ones. Are you telling me that you can't do that? What I am telling you, James, is that you are the common denominator in your life. And logically, since I can't change Seattle or women or Match.com or anything else, the greatest shift is going to come in how you approach women, how you understand women, how you flirt with women, how you connect with women. But it's about you learning and you changing. That's what yields the best, most long-lasting results. James and I are not going to be working together, and that's fine by me. I can't help someone who doesn't truly want to understand, learn, and grow. And the not so subtle reason I shared this story with you is to ask you to reflect on whether you have anything in common with James. Do you think dating is terrible? Are you frustrated that men don't take the time to get to know you? Do you get bent out of shape when men ignore you online, don't follow up after dates, and generally seem to want the perfect woman? Do you think that if only men changed, you would be in a happy relationship by now? If so, I hate to tell you, you are the one that needs to adjust, just like James. You're not wrong that men could improve in 100 different ways. You are mistaken in thinking that men are going to improve. Your job is not to change men. It is to become the kind of woman who understands men, attracts men, keeps men happy, and chooses good men. This is the key to a successful relationship. And no, it's no different than how James needs to learn to attract, understand, and connect with women in order to keep them happy. Until he does, all he's going to do is complain about you and how unfair you are to him. You just listened to the post titled, Why Certain Men Will Never Do Well with Women, and What You Can Learn from Them, by Evan Marc Katz of evanmarckatz.com.
So, you open Google Chrome on your phone, you're hunting for a super rare first edition vinyl of a band you're obsessed with, when you're supposed to be working. But this site you tapped on seems pretty shady. And Daryl from IT just jumped up from his desk. Oh no, he's coming your way. It's a good thing built-in malware protection keeps you safe and sound. Not from Daryl, though. Sorry. There's no place like Chrome. Download Google Chrome on your phone.
Elevate your next brunch with help from Whole Foods Market. Everything you need with the quality you want. Like crispy organic pork bacon, plant-based entrees, and beautiful source for good flours that support worker communities. Get festive with Whole Food Market's selection of adult beverages, from sparkling wines to buzzless beers. And Prime members can take advantage of daily deals on bakery and prepared foods favorites perfect for brunch. Make brunch happen at Whole Foods Market. Terms apply.
And thanks to Evan for this post, this perhaps cautionary tale. I guess that for many, an article like this might not seem like much. It might seem like common sense if you are very easily able to see Evan's point of view. And when we are just hearing or reading the exchange between him and James, then of course it's simple to see where Evan's coming from. But it's easy to do that when our emotions are not at stake, and we are just spectating James rather than living as James. It can be hard to know when we are James, though, can it? The real point of this article is for you to walk away and assess anything in your life, not just relationships, anything that you feel is treating you unfairly. What are you lumping together as one collective disruption? What isn't going your way and really feels like it should? It's in these types of things that we might identify more with James than we realize. These are the types of scenarios in which we are the common denominator, as Evan put it, and in which we need to change either our approach, our mindset, or perhaps our attendance altogether. Maybe it's dating, maybe it's something entirely different. What are you waiting on to change and waiting to work around you? What are you inflexible about? These are highly important questions to pay attention to. So, I will leave you to that awfully fun self-work as it's time to get going for today, my friends. Thanks as always for being here. Thank you for asking these tough questions of yourselves and choosing growth. And do be sure to come on back tomorrow for more ORD. That's where your optimal life awaits.